Hello everyone and welcome back into the Blow Par YouTube channel with myself, Joe Stevens, here at the Berkshire. And today I'd like to take you through a tip for probably what is the hardest shot in golf. And hopefully this makes your life easier when you do get into these situations. Today I'm on the third hole in the greenside bunker, but if you're only just trickling into this bunker to a middle to back flag, I've got 45 yards from this position. Now I know a lot of golfers would start to quake in their boots at that thought, but today hopefully I can take you through a few steps on how to make this easier. This shot is actually very, very difficult because what we can't do is start to roll this ball too far. We actually do need a considerable amount of carry on this golf ball. I'll take you up closer to the green and show you the exact shot that I've got here. So if I just pan round, there's my position of the golf ball, got lots of bunker to carry over, but what you'll see at the front of the green there, for any members watching this, you'll know that at the front of the green, there's a little bit of a lip to carry over. So let's go closer and show you. So as we get closer, it's very apparent that there's a bit of a slope to carry over. Lots of green to work with, of course, but a bit of a slope to carry here and quite a lot of room between actually the bunker and the front edge. Actually, I've measured this now, and as I said in the bunker there, 45 yards. So not an easy shot. Let's take you through the steps on how I would start to play this golf shot. So there are two key components to this golf shot. First of all, it's club selection. So because this is a 45-yard shot, I don't really want to be hitting my lob wedge because I'm going to be having to hit that so hard, but because of the way we're entering the sand, which I'll show you in just a second, we're not going to get much compression on that golf ball. We're not going to get much forward momentum, especially out the sand, because as we know, in the bunkers, we want to take a cushion of sand from in behind the golf ball in order to lob the ball up, high and soft. As soon as we start to disregard the sand and start to try and strike the ball first, that's when a little bit of trouble can occur. So number one tip in bunkers, just aside from this long bunker shot, but the whole of your bunker play, apart from fairway bunkers, that's for another video, always try and take the same amount of sand. Always. Speed and length of swing determines, and of course club that you select, determines how far that ball's going to travel. So let's bring you in closer and show you the things that I'll be thinking about. So hopefully you'll be able to see here, I've got a pretty average lie. There's a little bit of sand in behind the golf ball, but nothing to really worry about because we know that actually we're taking that cushion of sand with the golf ball with this shot anyway. So as I said before, we always want to be taking the same amount of sand regardless of what bunker shot we have. It is what club we have in our hands, which is my 50 degree for this example, is how it determines how far that ball is going to go, and also the speed and length of swing that we create. So what I see a lot of people do with this scenario is, yes, we want to be taking the same amount of sand and we want to be creating plenty of speed, of course. But what I see a lot of people do is on these longer shots, because they're set up slightly differently, which we'll talk about in a second, is we will start to see a digging motion. You'll start to see my shaft there, hopefully in the shot, leaning way forwards. We're taking lots of loft off that club, and we're going to start to see a big dig into the ground. That is going to cause issues. That ball is probably going to struggle to get out of the bunker. So in practice, what I'd like you to do is something that I'm going to show you right now. This of course is just for practice, but what I'd like you to do is draw two lines, roughly about, I don't know what this symbol's called, but whatever this is, roughly about this far apart, and this is our window of divot. Of course, if we start to dig, it's going to be really short and really deep. So what I'm going to start to do in practice, of course, start to set up this shot as I normally would. Could even open the club face on this a little to engage the bounce to help the club glide through the sand. And what I'd like you to do in practice is simply start to get that club entering the sand here, nice and shallow, scooping through and out. So just a couple of practice swings on that. See how my club glides through there. I'm going to do one more. little bit steeper on that one, but you can see they're very, very similar sort of windows there. So that's what I'm going to start to put into the ball there. So plenty of speed, plenty of confidence, with enough loft this ball out of the bunker. So it's the moment of truth then. Let's start to think about this shot. I would encourage everyone to set up in exactly the same way as they would with their normal shots. As we said, speed, length of swing, and club determine how far this shot goes. By keeping it that simple, you're not overcomplicating things and you're not letting your mind worry about this, what is the hardest shot in golf. So let's say our golf ball's in front of me here, just for the purpose of this video, this line here. So we're going to go fractionally in front of center to make sure we're nice and shallow. We've got to make sure that we're releasing all the way through this golf shot. What I see a lot of people do is finish their swing about there. Lots of speed into the ball, but if you're finishing here, I can almost guarantee there's zero commitment and not enough speed. That club is slowing down through the ball. We need that ball, sorry, we need the club to be speeding up smoothly through the golf ball. So let's set up and see if I can do this in one take. So 45 yards, ball in front of my stance. I'm going to open my club face ever so slightly to engage the bounce, help that club glide through. And what we're trying to do is return that club to its vertical state. We don't want to be leaning that club forwards. We don't need to be moving that club backwards. We've got plenty of loft. We've engaged the bounce by opening the face. We're going to aim ever so slightly left to counteract that open face. And we're going to go for it. I'll tell you what, that could not have gone better. Hopefully you can see the result on the camera there. First take. Let's walk you up there, make a couple of final points and say thank you for watching. Could not be happier with this result. I don't think I could have done that better in a million more takes. So I'm really, really happy as I'm running out of light that I've done that first time. So it's time to wrap the video up there, everybody. So I can't tell you how happy I am with that. I can't promise it's going to end up every time like that for you guys, and it certainly won't for me either. So hopefully that makes sense. Although it's a very, very difficult shot, actually, if you were to break it down into those two really simple thought processes as you hit these shots with less loft, more speed, that's essentially all it is. Trust the process and hopefully it all makes sense, and hopefully you can start to hit a few really, really good shots and stop to fear what is the hardest, arguably the hardest shot in golf. If you haven't already, please drop a subscribe. If you really like the videos, why not like this video just for that shot alone? So thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you all very, very soon.